We've got 3 of coins. So at the beginning of November, group projects are featured. Creativity, really great time to get to work on completing something, working on something, especially as it relates to working with others. 3 of coins, often I call that card, creative finance or multiple streams of income. I see that if you're working on something, especially if it involves 3 people or more, that you could reap some nice financial rewards from any creative projects that you're working on or building towards. This is 3 of coins is about building a castle, building a structure that really serves many people. It provides work for the architect, for the worker, for the people who are going to be using the building. So it's really like beneficial time put in at the beginning of November creates financial abundance for everyone. And it's also a really great time for creativity. So for those of you who are involved in anything to do with music or art or anything communication that's creative, say poetry, or anything that has to do with putting information out there, putting things together, creating things, working on things together. Great opening for November for you, and that's kind of sets the tone for the whole month. I'm actually seeing too, Cancer, that things that are untraditional or unconventional can really be featured. Doing things in a different way than you've done them before. If you've gotten results and gotten established with something, because he's also in a church or a castle, and Hierophant represents tradition, conventionality, rules, standards, social mores, structures. When he's in reverse, it's saying, go for the unconventional. Do things differently than you've done in the past. It could be really fruitful and really beneficial, especially in the financial sector. You might be surprised at the creative result you're able to come up with if you do things in an unconventional manner. Break the rules a little bit, it's a good time for that. I also see that there may be a slowing down right around this full moon in Taurus. Knight of Swords usually has to do with someone rushing forward. Often it can be an air sign, so it could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that you're either not seeing eye to eye with, or they're pushing too far forward with their ideas and you just want to slow them down. Or this could just be your thinking, slowing down your thinking and saying, maybe we don't have to rush forward with everything. Maybe we can try something different, try something new, even though this is what looks like is logical, analytical, what we're supposed to do, how it's supposed to go. I kind of see that rushing and doing things in a traditional, conventional manner is not necessarily what serves you. And it might feel, I think Gemini got this too, it might feel unsteady. You might feel not confident or not courageous about doing things in a different way, but you do have the Strength card showing up. And she does things in a soft, gentle way as well. I'm even going to use the word slow here. And particularly also with matters of the heart. But Leo is the great performer and the great person who, shows up on stage and is creative, has that wonderful, vibrant, passionate heart. It's saying, maybe just slow it down a little bit. With these 2 cards together, I'm really just saying, I'm seeing go slow. So whatever that means to you, if you feel shaky or unconfident or fearful or like you don't have the strength, just push through because strength is here for you. So that's showing up. I'm getting Knight of Cups in reverse and 4 of Coins in reverse. Some of you may be hesitant to share your heart because of fears of money or related to money. There may be someone who you think you're turning away from because of their lack of finances, or you're feeling like you can't fully dive into your heart because you don't have the finances to support it, something like that. Usually 4 of Coins is scarcity thinking or fear, like holding on to every last cent. And it might be complicating your ability to either give or receive a love message, potentially with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but because it's potentially Cancer, I'm saying this is you. Turning your back on something related to money, feeling like you have to hold on to all of it. You know, some of you may have a budget that your heart is actually taking you away from it. That's kind of funny. I see, too, Ten of Swords is an old way of thinking. Beliefs that don't serve you anymore. And that's completing. That's Ten of Swords. So you're letting go of an old way of thinking. And you might be opening up to new truths. This is really like a soul-searching card, Hermit. Potentially also a Virgo might be able to help you with letting go of an old way of thinking that kept you stuck and drained. They're going to have some real insights. So if you have a Virgo in your situation, they can help you get through this, Cancer. So they're going to be very helpful to you in that way. He's holding up a light to illuminate something, and I really get the sense it's letting go of an old way of thinking. So that's going to be helpful to you mid-month. I see Queen of Coins here, sometimes an earth sign. The Wheel, that's time changing things in a very positive way. And you know, too, with Queen of Coins, she's really good at managing money. She sometimes shows up as an earth sign, so Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm getting Virgo energy because of Hermit and her, and I really get the sense that she's going to help you turn this around. If there's any scarcity in terms of finances or money due to old ways of thinking, like thinking of scarcity thinking or lack focused stuff, she's like, no, look, we can turn this around. We can just, we can make things go forward. She might, if you have any Virgo friends who are good with money, they can really help you with that this month, Cancer. I do see that you may need to take a time out towards the end of the month, but you may feel like you just don't have time to, or you don't know how, or you got too many demands upon you. But I'm going to say that towards the end of the month, if you can, just take a time out, go on a retreat, find somewhere where you can just be quiet and restful. That's going to help you. May also help turn your luck around. This is positive, though. This is like when things click together. And I kind of get the sense that she's going to give you something where you say, I didn't see it that way before, or I didn't know I could turn this into this. I didn't know that I could go from 4 coins to having all the money I want. So she's really going to help you turn things around. If you have a Virgo friend or counselor or family member or anyone, she's really on your side. She's really helpful in getting things going. And then at the end, you're leaving something behind. Some of you may be moving to a new place. You may be moving into, for some of you, I'm getting you're moving to a new country, moving to a new land, being ready for the new cycle. I'm really getting this as related to this Ten of Swords, like your beliefs. Maybe you had certain beliefs that limited you before, and now you're seeing, no, there's more out there for me. I can do this. I can move on from this dead weight, from being drained or exhausted or, whatever that thinking caused for you. And you're seeing that maybe your heart is ready for a new life, new journeys, new emotional sustenance. So that's kind of fun, Cancer, towards the end of the month. I can't remember if this was in reverse or upright. But regardless, this is moving on. The reverse will just have to do with your resistance or fear, but it shows that you're ready for it. So I really see that, Cancer, for November, creative projects, especially if they're unconventional or untraditional, going in a slow way and working with others, that's really going to be beneficial for you. Seeing if any worries or sense of lack regarding your financial situation is impacting your love life or your ability to express or receive love, some Virgo is going to be really helpful to you. And they're going to help you turn that around. That's what Wheel says, and go forward. You may have to take some time to think things over. This is all Swords energy. It's all having to do with thought. Slowing down, letting go of old ways of thinking, and maybe just taking time to process things. Taking time to simmer and let all of that really sink in is really going to enable you to free yourself to your next chapter. So lots of fun stuff here in November for you.